Today we're gonna vlog because this morning I felt like vlogging instead of gaming it or doing something. We're gonna save that for like later in the day today. But this morning I wanted to vlog, get some updates, also talk about some stories, give you guys some story time because I don't really do that a whole lot anymore on vlog. I kind of just focus on the present, kind of like just kind of somewhat focusing on what I normally do. Also, I'm gonna share my own stream. So let me do that real quick in my Discord server, and also get my Discord server in the description of this live stream. So that's something that's gonna happen. Hey, Ouija. What's up, my knee? What's up, bro? How you doing? Technoblade never dies. Yo, I'm back. Welcome back, Technoblade never dies. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me get my Discord for anyone that hasn't joined it yet. Oh, I was just on it. I did a lot of things yesterday. I did a lot of talking to other people yesterday. Like, bro, is it morning or evening there? It's morning here. It just hit. I think it's like, it's almost it. It's literally almost 7 in the morning in this live stream right now. Almost 7 in the morning. I'm afraid I am 3 N-word passes in depth. Bro, too early. I pretty much just stream whenever, my dude. Like, yeah, there goes my Discord server. For anyone that just wants to join, there it is. It's the link. Plus, it's kind of mandatory to stream early as possible. Yo, bro, listen to the song "You're Suna" by Famous Akaba. I've never heard, but I swear I'm not racist. And just don't use the word. Isuna by Famous Akiba. You want me to put that on? I bet that's gonna be copyrighted. Anyways, like the video. But anyways, so, well, let me tell you, I will pay for it, Ouija64, if you promise not to be racist again. But what is it? I said it's kind of mandatory for me to go live as early as possible because every single day I have to make videos when my brother is sleeping because he wants the PlayStation 5, which sometimes, when he wants the PlayStation 5 and all that shit, he doesn't want to be disturbed somewhat, he doesn't want me making, well, he doesn't mind if I make videos, but it's like, I get most of my video stuff out of the way so Louis doesn't have to hear it, so Louis doesn't have to deal with it, or so on and so forth. Later when he wakes up, normally around 11 o'clock, because he's a working man, you know the deal. So that's why I do the things that I do, record and film and do all that stuff. So it's all out of the way. All my streams are out of the way, and all I need to do is post like a short or something, so on and so on. But anyways, so let me get the updates out of the way for this morning. So before I get into the embarrassing stories / story times and all that stuff. Whoops. So we're gonna play Punch Out Wii again today, bro. Bro, make me a mod. You want to be a mod? Comment on one of my regular videos and I'll make you mod. Fuck it. But anyways, so let's start with the first thing today. Yes, today we are gonna be playing Punch Out Wii later today. That's gonna be the third stream, okay? The second stream is gonna be something on PlayStation 5. It's gonna be like Minecraft, or not Minecraft. It's gonna be like Roblox or something. Right? That's going to be the second stream for today. It's going to be a Roblox gaming stream for about an hour or 2 hours, whatever. And then I'm going to take a break. Louis is going to wake up. He's going to play for a little bit. And then I'm going to come back for a third stream, which will be Punch Out Wii. Okay, which that's going to be the third stream. I'm going to be doing the world circuit. So if you missed my first Punch Out Wii video, it's actually my homepage video, Punch Out Wii. I also have a playlist on Punch Out Wii, so you can check out the playlist and find the Punch Out Wii video that I made, which I went through minor and minor circuit and major circuit in that video. And now all I have left is World, and then I have Title Defense, and then we have Little Mac's Last Stand. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'm grinding out that game. Check that video out. It's a funny one, funny ass live stream with a lot of wins, a lot of dubs, a lot of losses. Check that shit out. Bro, I will be a bit late. No, that's fine. I'm not saying be there fucking 8 million years faster than the speed of light. Because birthday party. Oh, is it your birthday today or someone you know's birthday? Happy birthday to them, or if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, bro. You know? But yeah, I wanted to vlog instead of just fucking... Also, we are a few levels away from beating Plants vs. Zombies. That's another thing, so I can make my experience on that. I think maybe today as well, I'm going to upload my experience with Shantae Have GD Hero. It's going to be a short. It's not going to be like a live stream like this, a vertical stream. Because I remember Louie and we were talking about it back and forth. And Louie was telling me, you made all my experience on Shantae shorts, bro. Maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe go ahead and make it as like a small bit, you know, a short. Because all your other Shantae My Experience are shorts. And I was like, but I wanted to have GD Hero because I really loved the game, you know what I mean? It isn't just the usual Shantae stuff. And then Louis was like, dude, just make it short. Just keep it traditional. Because there's stuff that you know what I mean? There's so much stuff in that game you gotta talk about. And I'm like, I did everything about Galaxy 2. But that's Galaxy 2, bro. This is Shantae. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll make a short about it instead. Okay. It's easier on you. You already have tons of my experiences planned for streams anyway. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Okay. I'll probably upload my experience with Shantae Have GD Hero short later today. So after like the Punch Out stuff and so on. Hopefully Punch Out doesn't make me super exhausted. You know, I am a little worried about that, but I'm trying my best to not allow Punch Out to, because this is the thing that I have a problem with. This is the thing I have an issue with, right? Because this is just a me problem. It isn't like a universe problem or anything, but this is a me problem, right? Whenever someone I know in a video game or IRL like fucks with me, like in the past, I'm gonna remember that. Like for example, I'll use like a real life example. I'll use like Troy. You know, Troy used to fuck with me a lot. You know, Troy used to be the villain in my fucking arc back in middle school. And I remembered like everything he did from top to bottom, pretty much almost, right? And all those things were bad. So I'm gonna remember like bad things about you, you know, or if you did anything negative to me or bad to me, I'm gonna remember the experience, right? And that's going to fucking kind of linger in my mind. That's going to haunt me. So I've been trying my best, you know, since Aaron Ryan. I remember how he fought in Super Punch-Out. When I made the Super Punch-Out video and made it to Aaron Ryan, him grabbing and all that stuff and so on. I remember that. So it's kind of like triggering my fear a little bit. And I'm trying my best not to give in to my fear because for a long period of time in my life, you know, I've been giving in to my fear, or been letting my anxiety and fear take over and kind of, you know what I mean? Instead of just kind of punching through that anxiety, or not punching through, that sounds corny. You know, like kind of pushing that anxiety aside and fear aside for a second and just say, let's fucking stand up to the challenge. You know what I mean? So I'm always fucking around like, no, I'm not fucking around like that, but it's always been happening like that for the past few years, you know. That's constantly been happening, so it's not like a small thing. I'm dead ass with you guys. This has been constantly happening to me. Like every single game I've ever played, I have that really bad anxiety where my hands just fucking sweat out of fucking nowhere, or my whole body starts to sweat. My brain starts to lose it, in there. So it gets scrambled brain, and then I get panicky. And you guys can see it in the streams when I get panicky and not know what the fuck to do. By the way, still figuring out how a knife to cut butter literally cut off my skin. It doesn't cut butter smoothly. It does to everything. I don't know how the fuck you even got a scar like that. Not a scratch, a scar like that from a butter knife. When you mentioned it to me, because not a butterfly knife, a butter knife that you used for butter or peanut butter or something like that. Yeah, it gave my boy Ouija like such a big ass scar, dude. The other day when me and Chris were talking, and me, Chris, Dave, and Louis were all talking at the time, and Luigi sent that in my Discord, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh my fuck. How did that even happen? You know what I mean? Like, that was weird. But anyways, about my fear, right? It's like I always let it take over and drive me. I think it's because of like everything that I experienced since my brain can't really tell. I mean, it can tell, right? But like whenever I'm doing said game, the pressure is so much like all the time because I'm not used to being. Well, my brain is like trying to cope with what the hell is going on in the moment, and it's like it's been trying to cope for like so long. I think about every situation, every little scenario that it's like it overloads, and it's like it just ruins everything. For me personally, it just, God, I hate it. That's why my experience videos are so tough. Not my experience. Playing video games is so tough for me because it's like I'm dealing with the constant anxieties constantly. Every single game I played, it's like ever since Crash Bandicoot onwards, this anxiety has just exploded. You know what I mean? Just exploded into new levels where my hands would just start going. And sure, I would have been like that, on Storm 4 where me and McGrinny would have sweaty ass matches, but but I was still in my own mindset, I wasn't losing my mind. I wasn't shaking just to sheer anxiety, to sheer fucking, you know what I mean? I wasn't doing that, which Crash 4 really put me through it. And I guess my body just constantly remembers the experience and doesn't want anything to do with something like that. No, that's not the only time that the knife to cut air literally blew me out. Really? That's not even the only time? Jesus. But anyways, let me get to some embarrassing stories in this vlog, because I know that's what a lot of you guys are here for, is like the story times and what the fuck even is the thumbnail. The thumbnail, by the way, is my ear pods. I don't know why, but I just took a random photo of it and thought it would be funny to use an ear pod as my thing. And I was also thinking of bringing another Shantae game to the channel, but I don't know when I want to bring it to the channel. You know what I mean? And I was also thinking about, where is it? I was also thinking about playing Super Mario Odyssey, like all of Super Mario Odyssey in one stream. I don't know why, but I was thinking about just doing that, like playing everything through Odyssey in one big fat stream, right? Like World 1 to like the final world in one big stream. I was thinking about just doing like, I think maybe for like 1,000 videos, or maybe for like 3,000 subscribers, I'll play like the entirety of Super Mario Odyssey on stream. Because I know I have a series of videos on Odyssey, but I want to do like a big ass full thing of Odyssey. You know what I mean? But anyways. Earpods as a thumbnail, what a piece of ancient art created by a human. Farok. Just earpods, yeah. Here, it's my earpod case. See? This is what it fully looks like. And I accidentally took a screenshot of it when it was like this close. And that's why, that's the thumbnail. Hey, the thing won, bro, I see you. Or that thing won. Or that thing 9/11, what's good? Sorry, I fucked up your name like 2 different times. My bad. But anyways, let me get to the story. So, By the way, I'm fine with people not liking Ben X Stormcaster. Besides, I don't really go ape shit about it because I know that's stupid. Good. Hey, that's good. You're doing good, bro. Let's see. So, what embarrassing story should I start with today? Like, what is the one I want to start out with? By the way, when you guys join me on Roblox, you guys can join me in call and party. If you guys have Roblox or anything or whatever I decide to do on PlayStation, y'all can join me in party and shit. So, that'd be cool. But anyways. So, sorry, I just thought of, like, Aaron Ryan or fucking Bald Bull. But you see what I mean? Like, I could sometimes space out on that shit alone. You know. But anyways, so last night when I was on my fucking walk, this is one of the worst things that's ever happened to me in very, very recent memory. Which it happened yesterday. Happened last night, actually. So, let me tell you guys something. So, I was on my walk because every single night, okay, and I mean this, every single night or almost every single night, I decide to take my ass outside. But welcome, Brandon. Welcome to the stream. Because the reason why I take myself outside, and I'm going to explain this real quick before we get back to the story, is because I am tired of just staying in my fucking house 24/7. I spent the majority of my days inside because I don't have any IRL friends. So, like, what's the point of going outside? Because, you know, I can't really do shit with them. I mean, I can do shit with my brother. That's cool. That's all fine and well. But, like, I can't really do shit outside other than, like, go on walks and shit. So that's why I spent the majority of my time inside for, like, most of the years. Is because there's really nothing to do outside. I only walk to the same places, so on and so forth. Nowadays, I don't give a fuck. The fact that I can leave at, like, 11 at night, 12 at night, 1 at night, not 2 at night, but you know what I mean? I can leave at nighttime. That's a new thing. Yeah, me too. But I go on a bike instead and speed through the neighborhood. That sounds dope. I wish I kind of went on a bike and did that, but I don't have a fucking bike. But anyways, so on my walk, I was walking mid-walk. All my friends do is smoke weed and drink beer. Damn, dude. Yeah, so that sounds so fucking boring. That, like, and the thing is, this is the reason why I also stayed inside, right? About my IRL friends, is because, like, all my friends I knew, like, have work, have a job, so they can't hang out, like, nearly as often, and I don't live anywhere near my boy Nick. So be careful walking at night, especially if it's foggy or misty. It doesn't really get there. It is boring. Yeah, like, it's like, if I had friends like that, man, and all they did was drink and smoke weed, I hate the smell of weed, man. I hate the smell of it being smoked and shit. I hate that fucking smell because it's so strong for, like, no fuck. Well, I know the reason why it's strong, but I fucking hate it, dude. Especially when I'm gaming it in the middle of a serious gaming session. I smell that shit. I just want to yell out loud, "What the fuck?" Sometimes, because I just hate the whole. I don't hate the whole idea of smoking weed. That's cool. I'm way more used to it now than I was back in the day, but also they're kind of dickheads. Oh, great. You got dickheads that drink beer and smoke weed? What do you do that's better than me? You know what I mean? At that point, I would have been like, if they're dickheads to me, it's like, what the fuck do you guys do? You know? They can be quite mean sometimes. Oh, fuck. And they're mean? They might not be your friends, bro. They might just be dealing with your ass. Maybe talking shit behind your back. I don't know. I mean, sometimes friends do dick on each other, but they dick on each other, like, more of a funny way than more of, like, an actual type of shit. But I will be careful, Brendan. I will be careful. But anyway, so I was walking outside, mid-walk. I had to use the bathroom, bro. They are losers. Probably. But anyway, so I had to take a shit. This is one of the most embarrassing things. I honestly don't know why I'm friends with them, XD. I don't know why either. But, I had to take a shit. And I was halfway outside at this point. Right? And on my walk. And yes, there's houses all around me. But keep in mind, this was 9 to 8 o'clock at night. And most of those houses down near where I walk, lights are out. They're done. You know what I mean? They're asleep. because they all go to work. They all have a job or something like that. They all have places to be at and more important things to be worrying about. So I didn't really feel like wanting to knock on any of their doors. And I couldn't believe this, but I was only near a park that moment. And I didn't want to, like, and I had to shit bad. I couldn't hold it in, until I got home. And then go ahead and go do that, right? So I had to make the decision right then and there. One, am I going to shit myself right now? And I'm not joking about this, don't laugh. Shit myself or figure something out, right? I chose option 2, figure something out. So I took, because thank God there was bags or something like that. I took a bag, and since the park area that I live near, or that I'm around there, right, is like, there's tons of lights on down there, but not too much light, so there's some dark areas. I went to, oh God, I hate this memory, right, even to this day right now. I remember it was last night, so I remember it's very fresh in my mind. I was so afraid, right? So I decided to go to a really dark part of that said park. Really dark. You almost cannot see me unless you have, like, car lights, so on and so forth, right? This is I'm explaining an embarrassing story that happened to me very recently. So for anyone that just got in here and are hearing that I'm explaining an embarrassing ass story. I had to take a shit in a bag yesterday because it pitch darkness. I legit had to take a shit in the darkness. I couldn't believe it. No, I legit had to, bro. It was either that shit or I used the bathroom. I'm dead ass. It was either I completely shit myself and I walk around with, you know what I mean? I'm not a fucking little kid. I'm not doing that. Hell nah. Did that really? Yes, it really happened. I had to shit in a fucking baggie, right? Dead ass. Dude, did anyone see you? Let me tell you, this was probably the worst part about this. I was so afraid because there were cars, like, about every minute, 2, 3, 4 minutes, like, driving past me. But, like, they couldn't actually see me because, like, it was dark. It was nighttime, and I was in the darker spots of the park. So, like, I made sure that nobody was walking around. I made sure that no one was at the park. I was embarrassed. This is one of the worst stories that's happened to me. I was so embarrassed. And it's even worse because it wouldn't come out. So I was like, why the fuck is it not? I want to try to get this done as quick as possible. So after I took a shit in the bag, you got balls, not gonna lie. Dude, I had to. I legit, dude, the thing, 9/11, I had to. I had no other choice, guys. I wish I did. I wish I could hold it all the way till I got back home. But I couldn't, bro. I had to. And trust me, I didn't want to, but I had to do it. And after that, I took the bag, wrapped it up, found a trash bag. I threw it in there. Obviously, it landed in the bag. So don't worry about stories where it didn't land in the bag. I had to touch it with my hands, put it in the bag. It landed in the bag. We went to the trash can, the nearest trash can. I threw it out. And I didn't even want to walk anymore after that. I'm going to be honest. I didn't want to continue my usual night walk because I would usually be out for an hour or 2, maybe 3 at night, just to kind of feel the nighttime breeze, so on and so forth, right? I would just want to do that. But I couldn't. I was so embarrassed at that entire thing that I just fucking booked it home. I not booked it home, but I walked home after that. I couldn't. I'm sorry. Brendan, I know the risk, bro. I was afraid because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to get in trouble for that. You know what I mean? But I had to, bro. I did not want to shit myself, bro. You know what I mean? keep your head low for a few weeks. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not even going to bother going outside, at least down that way, you know, down to that park area. I'm not going to even bother going. I'm going to go this way where Fry's, gas station, all that shit is. I'm going to go around that area instead. I'm not even going to fucking bother, you know, going down there again. But that's just one embarrassing story that I have to mention to you guys. There might have been cameras. There might have been. True, there might have been cameras. You know, like. Anyways, I'm gonna go. There might have been cameras. Sorry if I disturbed you, that thing, 9/11. I'm sorry and I disturbed all you guys, but I did mention I was gonna talk about embarrassing stories and stuff like that. But I got another one. This also involves me taking a dump. I don't know why, but taking a shit. It just kind of. This is the second story. I already told Chris this story. Dave, I think, knows about this story, I think. But I know mainly Chris knows about this story. Nah, it's cool. I've heard worse stuff. Okay. I had to do the same thing, Alex. I'm happy you are safe. Damn, you had to do the same thing, Brandon? And seen... Oh, and you seen worse shit? Fuck, man. I'm sorry that you had to see all that, bro. I'm sorry you had to seen worse shit than what I just talked about. Sorry about that, homie. I really am, dude. Fuck, man. Because I've seen some worse shit, too. But this is still, like, really embarrassing because it happened very recently. You know, like, literally last night on my walk. I didn't like it. I just grabbed a Coca-Cola Zero and just fucking went home. Because I had money. I don't worry, it's not YouTube money, okay? I'm around, actually, update on my watch time hours. I have about 2,492 watch time hours. Right? So we're almost at 2,500 out of 300. So once we hit 2.5, all I need is 500 public watch time hours. And we can actually apply. But then I also have to do two-step verification. And then after that, I think I can apply for YouTube monetization again. So I did ask for Louis' help on this. I want to give y'all an update. I asked Louis for help because I'm like, I don't have a phone number. And he was like, okay, I'll let you use my phone number for this YouTube shit because I know how important it is to you. And you know, he told me that. And I was like, thank you for allowing me to use your phone number because, you know what I mean, for allowing me to do this shit. And I also figured out that you have to make your first $100. We disclosed this. But you have to make $100 before YouTube starts sending you actual money. So meaning, bro, I can donate for your money, gas. Thank you, but I don't have monetization on YouTube right now, and I don't have any PayPal. I don't have anything up right now, so that's why you can't really donate to me whatsoever right now. Currently in the right now, anyway, you can't really do that because you know what I mean. I don't have anything opened up. I still don't have my social security number, by the way, so. You know, once YouTube's thing starts rolling around, I might have to start asking for that, you know, that information, so on and so forth. So I can have it. So I can know it, so we can get, like, cards going and stuff. Like, make sure you delete this stream in case the Popo trying to make a case against you. You live by yourself? No, I don't live by myself. I live with my brother and my dad. I've always lived with my brother and my dad. I don't want to delete this stream, to be honest, because it's not like they care about my videos. At least right now, they care about my videos. What, they have mini micro cameras in these rooms? What about your mom? My mom passed away back in 2017, actually. 2017. It was a sad day. It was a sad day because it was a Thursday. I was getting ready for school, and my mom just passed away at night while I was about ready to go to sleep. And the fucked up part is I heard, like, my dad crying, like, trying to wake up my mom through the wall and shit. So that was also it was a pretty fucked up experience for me that I actually kind of heard that because my dad was just drinking away and shit. That was the sad part. And, you know, Louis woke up later because he was already out. Yeah, so that I remember it like it was yesterday at the event, but my mom hasn't been with us in a long time. So if you're wondering why, Samuel is in a whole nother world. I don't know what the fuck. Can I go to your house, please? No. That's sad. Lucas, it is very sad, bro. Say my name, please. Why? You do this every stream, man. I've said your name before. But anyways, other than that embarrassing story, so for example, I got you with another embarrassing story. Renee, you just missed an embarrassing story that happened to me last night, by the way. Just want to let you know. It's actually another story about me taking a shit, embarrassingly enough. So I'll let you know the details, the juicy details later. Well, not juicy, that sounds disgusting. I'll let you know the story later. Anyways, another one? Yes, I do have another one. So let me tell you guys this. So this is last year or the year before that. So my brother was taking a shower. This is before I'm locking in. Okay. So this was a year or two ago. So let me explain this. So yeah, a year or two ago, I needed to use the bathroom. And for some reason, for some reason, whenever someone uses the shower, that's when I need to go take a shit. I don't know why, but it only happened this moment and then another moment. Nah, but I gotta tell you how my day went when we talk later. I got you. Which we'll talk later after this stream, because I'm gonna get on PlayStation. We're gonna stream something on PlayStation. Would probably most likely Roblox, so everyone can join. But anyways, so I needed to take a shit. Louis was already in the bathroom, and this is before Dad's bathroom was even cleaned up enough for us to use the shower in there, but also the toilet in there doesn't work. So Louis was in the bathroom, showering in the bathroom down there, but now that shower handle was gone. So, and I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I need to take a shit, but Louis already in there. And Dad was like, oh, fuck, let me see if my other toilet can work so you can do that. Renee knows what's happening next. I shit you not. I couldn't hold it in anymore. So I took a shit right in the place I was standing, because I couldn't hold it in anymore. And by the way, at this point, it was already 5-10 minutes as I was standing there trying to hold it in. I shat myself, dude. I shat, and I looked down immediately, and it's not big. It was actually one of the smallest shits I had. Right? I shat myself right there, and it slipped out of my freaking whatever I was wearing at the time on the fucking ground. And my dad was 2 seconds from walking back. All right, the toilet doesn't work. I had to do the unthinkable. I had to pick up my own shit barehanded because I had no prep time for this. And I had to hide it, bro, in between my goddamn body like this. Jesus. Because I did not want my dad. I did not want my dad to see that, bro. I did not want my dad. I didn't want Louis to see that. So I quickly, once Louis got the fuck out, which wasn't long, this pissed me off because it wasn't too much longer that Louis got out of the shower. I had to throw it. I had to put it in the toilet. I washed my hands like 8 to 12 different fucking times after the event. Obviously, I flushed the toilet after I put it in there. Bro, I fucking washed my hands because I was so insecure after that. I washed my hands 10, 12 fucking different times because I was so... That was one of the most disgusting, embarrassing stories I've ever had. And I swore on that day, ever since that day too, Louis asked me, my dad asked me, do you need to use the bathroom? Because Well, Louis mainly does, because I think he knows the story now, but he tells me, do you need to use the bathroom before I take a shower? Anything. Do you need to use the bathroom? And I'm like, no, I don't need to use, because I really don't need to use the bathroom at the time. Every time he asked me after this point. I was so insecure. XD bet. JK. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but like that legit happened like a year or two ago, bro. And ever since that, I thought this type of energy / these type of embarrassing stories, Jesus, I am just dying. I thought these stories would like never happen again. I don't want to have that in my phone. Oh my fucking god, I remember that. Yeah, dude, I never wanted a memory like this to happen again, but it happened again last night. When Chris, I'm telling you, mid-walk, I had to take a shit. I'm traumatized. I don't even blame you, because after that event, I'm fucking traumatized. And the rest is up to you, Renee, to fucking figure. I'm just kidding. Because I already explained it like 5-10 minutes into this stream. Not 5-10 minutes, but around like 20-something minute mark, maybe. You're killing us. Okay. This is an embarrassing story that actually, I don't know if I should tell this story. I really should mainly tell embarrassing stories that only happen to me. I don't want to tell stories that happen to, like, Louis or Chris or anything, because that's just not my place. That's for them to explain. Well, I mean, I was involved with this Louis story, but, like, that's for them. You know, I gotta ask before I talk about the embarrassing story on my fucking YouTube page where tons of people are watching. I think when you told me that, I started dying, too. What are your thoughts on Shameless? The song from the Foo Fighters, because that's a great song if you're talking about the one from Foo Fighters. But anyways, so this story, let's see. Okay, so me, Nick, Donovan, Devin, Louis, I think, and pretty much most people that I knew, we were playing the game Blackout. And if you guys know what Blackout is, it's where we turn off all the lights in the house. And we are also in pitch darkness, the finder / not finder. And we played in our house, our old house back in Santan, when our parents and everybody was out. We played Blackout, and we try to find each other. That's what Blackout's all about. So I remember I found nearly, I think, almost everybody else. But there was one or maybe two more people I needed to find. And it was Nick, and there was, I can't remember who else it was, but I do remember Nick because it mainly happened to Nick. So, I was walking around my house, and I noticed the bathroom light was on, but the door was closed. You know, I didn't think anything of it. I was too in the moment of the game. I opened the door because Nick said it was locked, but it wasn't. I opened the door, and Nick is taking a shit in the toilet, right? Ah, get out of here! Oh, shit! And I remember I turned around so fast, but I was laughing my ass off because I just witnessed one of my best friends at the time taking a dump, and I thought it was the funniest thing because, like, I couldn't believe I walked in on him. I walked in. Hey, Nick, I found you. Oh, shit. Get out. Get the fuck out. All right, Nick, but I found your ass. Once you get out of there, you help me find the others, or about that one other dude. And I closed the door, just laughing my ass off all the way, and people were hearing me laugh, and they kind of wondered what the fuck happened, and I was like, dude, I found Nick on the toilet. It was the funniest shit. Dude. And I don't know what's up with me and embarrassing shit stories, but I felt like that one was like more of a less embarrassing one for me and more of an embarrassing one for Nick in comparison to me. And for some reason, I only remember this story because of the other stories I just talked about in today's vlog. But yeah, see ya. I'll see you later to thing 9/11. Thank you for watching as long as you did. Also, maybe leave a like on the video, guys. I noticed a lot of you guys came in. 1 like. That needs to change. We need at least 2 likes on this bitch. 2 likes. That's all I'm asking. 2 likes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you. That's just extra likes. We need that 2 likes. Thank you for the 2 likes. Appreciate it. I just saw it on my notification. But anyways, so that was another story and another embarrassing one. You know what? I might as well just whip out some embarrassing ones. So I remember me and I can't remember if it was. Oh yeah, no, this ain't embarrassing stories. I can just tell regular stories too. So let's be done with the embarrassing stories for now. Slash stories that are funny. But anyway, so I remember like these scenarios that I would be put in, right? Like, and let me tell you guys this. This was probably one of the weirdest things I had to deal with when I was younger. But I would go over to my boy Malo's house, and wait, you screen recorded everything I said? I don't know how to feel about that, but because I wanted to kind of just stay in this vlog. So for anyone that wants to watch this vlog later and find out, you can just watch it here. But anyways, yeah, so I fucking, oh shit, did I just forget the story as you talked about that? Shit, I think I just had a fucking, my brain just said, nah, you're not doing this. I'm like, fuck. But anyways, so yeah, okay, I got it, I remember. So every time I'd go to my boy Malo's house back in the day, his brother would randomly pull me and Louie aside and would do these random things. Like, he'd have a little butterfly knife saying, hey, you want to play? You want to play? I'm like, no, dude, what the hell is up with you? And I don't know what Malo's older brother's deal was, but he would do that to us almost on a regular, right? I don't know if he did it to any other kid, but we never snitched on him for it, or we never told on him. I mean, we laughed after a while, but like, I don't know what the fuck was going on in his head. Now looking back at it as an older person, but I mean, this didn't traumatize me. Luckily, it didn't traumatize me. But like, he just randomly did that shit. Like, and I know you guys can't explain why he did it. I can't explain why he did it, but he did it. And I never told Malo any of this. And I never told, well, Louis knows about it, but I never told, or maybe it only did happen to me. I'm not sure if it was to both of us or just me. But I remember Malo's older brother doing that, and then other dickish things. Like, for example, this is one of the craziest stories, but I remember when Sean was way bigger and older than us at this time. So, like, he was able to but he threw me on the bed, and then thought it'd be funny if he threw Malo right on top of me. And my boy Malo was big at this time. Like, I don't know why, but he randomly beat up Malo or something and threw him in the same room as me. And I was trying to get up, but then Malo was whole body thrusted on like pretty much on me. And I saw I'm telling you guys, I saw blue in my eyes, bro. My vision, and Malo was crying, I think, because Malo clearly didn't enjoy the experience. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, because I couldn't understand what the hell was going on at this moment. But when he threw Malo on me, that's all I remember is seeing, like, fucking blue light in my eyes. Like, dude, I need to get the fuck out of here right now, dude. Like, that, I can't go through that again. Right? But that was just one small story, and that was just 2 instances of my Malo's brother doing something to me and Malo and shit in the past, like that. There is a funny story, by the way. I have a funny story. So, whenever I fought someone that was bigger than me back in the day, what I would do would punch him in the balls, and I would run away, right? Because that would be like, oh, most men / 99% of men. Well, it's kind of pathetic doing that nowadays. I'm not even thinking about doing that now. I'm going for the body or the face, right? If I'm fight, even if it's just like fun fighting, right? I'm just gonna get like one lick, you know what I mean, or something. I'm just happy to get one lick. But I used to this is when I was little. I remember Maul was teaching me how to fight, and I remember when he was trying to teach me how to fight, it was funny, or trying to teach me how to wrestle, something like that. Either one of the two. I got so scared of him because he is way bigger than me. He is more massive. He would fucking destroy me in like 2 seconds, right? So I got down and punched him in the balls, ran away, and Maul was like on the goddamn bed or on the trampoline, because we were doing this on a trampoline. And I remember punching him in the balls and running away because I was scared. I was honest about scared. Come on in, Pip. Wait, dude, don't do this shit again when you leave. Go lay down, find your spot, handle your business. There you go, Pip. I had to let my dog in for a second. But yeah, like I punched him in the balls and ran away. And I did this a lot too. I don't know what's up with me in my life, but like I bit a lot when I was younger. Like I bit people. I remember biting Kyle on the back of the neck because I was so pissed at him for so long. I gave him a fucking purple bruise that he had for months straight after that. And we lived right next to each other. So I don't know why I didn't think in the moment that biting him wouldn't give me severe consequences. But I bit Kyle one time. This is when I was really young. But I would bite, punch people in the balls. I was a little menace, and I was angry all the time. So, because I had no way of controlling my anger issues at this point in time. Like, I had zero control. If you pissed me off, I'm going off, right? I'm wilding. Right? But this is probably why Nick and Louie called me a fucking menace, because if you pissed me off, something might happen or would happen. And I'm not saying this is a threat or anything for anyone that tries to do anything now. I'm way different now, okay? I'm not on that fucking crazy ass Kid Buu energy where chaos just ensues all the time, quote unquote. Even though I felt like in 2014, even lower than that, I felt like I was decent most of the time. It's just that they like to depict me that way, because most of the time when they were around me, probably I was mad about something, but not specifically at them. So that's what makes me think sometimes whenever I think of these stories and these little moments in my life that I do remember, I do remember and stuff like that. But yeah, man, like I have a lot of stories like this. I still remember the story where me, my brother, and Malo, we were playing with these new kids at the park at basketball, and then shit suddenly got serious, and one of these kids pulled a pocket knife on us. And me and Malo, anyway, and I don't know why, but Louis sided with those kids instead of his own brother, which was weird. I don't know what was going through Louis' head in that moment, but me and Malo both didn't know what the fuck was going through Louis' head. I was like, Louis, get over here. That kid threatened us with a fucking pocket knife. I wish we found that kid, not to beat his ass, but to press charges, because that was way too insane. I don't know why a kid even, you know what I mean? This was back in like 2015, like early 2015. I don't know why kids have little pocket knives. I get it more nowadays, but like back then, for us, nah, man, I don't get it why a little kid, like his age, because he looked our age. He was our age, I think. He was around 13, 14, maybe 15, and he had a pocket knife on him. Really? A little kid with a pocket knife. You give a little kid a pocket... No, dude, that's dangerous. And I wish we did press charges, but we didn't know where we didn't know where they lived. Right? Or we didn't know where they lived. Right? So we couldn't get them in trouble, so the mom quickly got them out of there. And I don't know, I guess they brought Louis along. But it was so stupid. I hate that situation in general. That was a weird story I had. But I remember me and Malo went home. Malo said, dude, I gotta cry it out. I gotta do this and that, right? And I was like, all right, but just so we don't get in trouble. Because Malo was so used to getting in trouble for shit that he didn't even fucking do in general. So he had to fake cry, or at least cry, to make it kind of serious, and I just went along with it. But with all seriousness, that shit really did happen to us, and I wasn't traumatized. I just wanted to get back at those kids. I was ready to fucking throw down with those kids. Not only because they took my brother away, but they fucking pulled something out on me. You know what I mean? I'm about to fight back, bro. I wasn't, dude. I kind of respect myself a little bit back then. You know, I was kind of fearless a little bit in terms of that type of shit, that type of energy. Because I think I also instinctively knew that he didn't know how to use that shit. Oh, God. You know what I mean? He didn't know the fucking right places to use that. So that's why I'm like, I'm not afraid. What the fuck is up? You know? But I don't know why I did this. Like I said, sometimes I get visual representation of shit like that, and I just think about what I want to, like, what I could have done. I could have done more, I felt like, but anyways, that's not the only fight story I have. I have a ton of fight stories, bro, like, not only with the Troy stuff, but, like, the Tony stuff, but I also got into another fight with, like, Jonathan, but I remember Jonathan and everybody, it was after his birthday party, we were outside my porch, and are you serious? That reminds me a lot of my Troy fight. I like the vid, by the way. Oh, thank you. I didn't even see the third like. Thank you. But I remember me, Jonathan, and all the other kids. We were about to get into this big ass brawl, and then Jonathan's like, "I got my boys here," and then I was like, they were bigger. They were like 6th to 7th grade level niggas, and they were all bigger than me by like 4 or 5 inches, I think. Right? So it's like they could do some damage. So I think we all fucked off and we went back to the party like nothing happened. But we were about to throw down that evening. I remember we were all about to throw down. I know I could easily take Jonathan. I was like, I think I could take Jonathan. My power level was like over 9,000 in this bitch. You know what I mean? But one time I was like 10, a random ass boy slapped my ass. And I punched him in the face and run away. And then he cried for the whole neighborhood to hear. I remember Troy. Oh my God, the Troy fight, bro. I remember how the Troy fight went. I taunted him because people wanted me to fight him for some reason or whatever. I took his glasses. He hit me in the side of the shoulder. Troy. I was like, oh fuck. I didn't mean to actually hit this fucking dude. Because this is the thing. Every single person I have ever fought in my life never went down in one hit. Keep this in mind. Every single person I fought, because I fight people bigger than me. I fight Devin, he was a fucking demon. I fought Malo before, he was a fucking big ass dude. Even Louis doesn't go down in one hit. You know what I mean? And me and Louis tussle and wrestle all the fucking time. So it's like, everybody that I'm used to wrestling, fighting with, so on and so forth, were bigger than me or can at least take my hits. You know what I mean? Well, Louis, I know, really couldn't take my hits, but at least Louis, well, okay, it's mixed back in the day. But thing is, I stopped hitting Louis a long time ago. But, well, no, we still hate each other now. Nowadays, we still hate each other, but he can take my hits. I know modern day Louis can, like, take my shit and not cry about it. But, because he knows I'm just play fighting with him at the end of the day. I'm not serious. Except for that one time when he accidentally hit me really hard. One time when I fucking kind of reacted out of instinct and hit him the fuck back in his head. One time. But his head hurted really bad, like, ah. And my hand hurted for like a few days after that. I remember I had to fucking squeeze a stress ball to get my fingers back in motion. Or not back in motion, but back to working normally. After that, I couldn't really do anything with my right hand after that punch in Louis' head. Damn, Louis has a strong ass head. But my point is, right, with that Troy story, is everyone I fought previously or whatever, got in scraps with, didn't go down in one hit. So the fact Troy went down in one hit and the whole neighborhood heard that bitch, I fucking ran to high heaven, bro. I ran back home. I was so scared because I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen to me. I didn't. All I knew was, holy shit, I actually knocked a kid. And this story is infamous because I remember going to my cousin's house a few weeks later, and they went up to me like this, right? I was sitting there nervous, chilling on my tablet. Hey, Chair in the back. Chair in the back or some shit, just to pretend the chair's in the back, right? Hey, we heard you knock a kid out, bro. How'd that go down, bro? I sat there like, cause it was my boy, Monkey and Jared, I think, or Alan. No, it was Jared. They both came up to me and were like, "Hey, heard you knocked out a kid." Yeah, I did. On accident. I didn't think I was, cause to be honest with me, I don't think of myself as the strongest kid because I knew there were stronger kids in my neighborhood, right? Most of my friends were stronger than me. But, you know, they knew not to really, because they were my friends, they knew not to fuck with me a little bit because, you know, they didn't know what the fuck I could pull up on that type of energy. But they were all bigger and they were all stronger than me, so they could probably put me down, right? But, anyways, so I'm used to not being the strongest, so the fact that I was able to knock somebody, you know, that alone already made me go, whoa, I was able to do this back in the day, you know? Other than, like, that isn't Louis, that isn't, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, or somebody else or whatever. I've done a lot of stories like this. Troy wasn't the first person I've knocked down, apparently. Apparently, I was playing with kids one day, and I accidentally knocked a kid out with a shovel or something, because we were playing imaginary swords or something, and I knocked him out with a stick or something like that on accident. There's tons of stories like this where I've accidentally done something, but the funny part is I locked a lot of those memories out because I think my brain was trying to protect me in that moment. Like, my brain was like, okay, we're going to have you forget about this. And the thing is, I actually did completely forget about this moment until, like, my dad reminded me one day of that moment when he told me about it. And I was like, I did what? And I'm not sure it's all the guilt I felt for the kid, but I really did feel sorry for the kid. Obviously, that kid that I knocked out when we were playing Toy Swords or whatever, that shit I felt bad for. The Troy shit I did feel bad for in the moment because due to how, like, I'm going to get in trouble / I'm going to get effed up type deal. That's, like, effed up later by my mom and dad. I was scared more of my mom and dad punishing me than the actual fucking... But then the whole neighborhood, I remember in the Troy story anyways, let's go back to that. The whole neighborhood came out and started looking at me because they heard Troy, because they all knew who Troy was in that area. I remember after that day, dude, Troy became a different breed after I knocked him, bro. He was a menace. And then he was so bad that his whole family hated me. I remember his whole family loved me, though. Like, before the whole event, they loved and said, you know what? You're one of Troy's friends? We got you. We like you. You can come back. But after knocking Troy and then Troy getting in trouble, like, later in life and actually severely getting fucked up, not by me, but, like, just becoming a fucked up mentally as a person, right, and doing really bad things, Troy's brothers resented the fuck out of me. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I walked by one day because, bitch, it's my neighborhood. I lived here for, like, 12 years. How long have you fuckers lived here? 3? You know what I mean? So, like, by default, I pretty much claimed it as my fucking neighborhood because I've lived here for 12 years, and not only just staying in my part, but I went to that same part of the neighborhood before Troy even lived there, bro. And I can tell you guys this because I know, because I went to that house before. And his brothers just hated me. I bet they still hate me now because they're probably blaming me for, like, still for everything. They probably blame me for, like, oh, Troy's downfall or something. But I'm like, no, he did that to his goddamn self. I only knocked him because the shit I heard that he was doing to other people. You know what I mean? And then again, I was going to knock his ass out again because he was doing bad shit to me, towards me and stuff. But then I heard that he was doing bad shit to other people, including my friends, too. Thank God that bitch learned his lesson. Because eventually the school caught on his ass, and then eventually nobody liked him, bro. I remember it used to just be me not liking him, to him starting to do shit to other classmates, to the teachers finally finding out, getting on his ass. Oh my God, it was the peakest shit when everybody hated him. Why? Because he deserved it. Because I remember the teachers didn't listen to him. Whatever happened to him, they didn't give a fuck. I felt like a goddamn hero, okay? And that's why I always say, like, hero. Nah, that was years ago. If they were still mad about that, they would they can get over it. To be honest, it's not that serious anymore. Yeah, it really isn't. Because I even say to myself sometimes behind closed doors, I hope Troy actually ends up becoming like a better person, something that he wasn't those years ago, and doesn't let those years define who he is in the future, because that was 5, 6, 7 years ago, man, that even happened in the first place. Almost 10 years. 10 years ago on that shit, dude. So the fact that, that's why I say, like, to everybody I know now that I'm done holding grudges and resentment like a year or two ago, because it's stupid over small stuff, right? Over small stuff. Now, I would get it more if you had, like, resentment towards someone over some big shit, like they did something to you that traumatized you for the rest of your days, for years, something like that. But I told myself I'm done resenting. So if Troy ever came back in my life, I'm going to obviously remember what he did, but I'm not going to hold his head over it, unless he does some shit like that again. You know what I mean? Then it's going to be different. Then I'm going to be thinking back to square one all over again. Because that's just how I am, right? Sometimes it's like I said, this is my anxiety and my fear talking / my memory talking in terms of all three of these things. Talking to me like, hey, dude, he was a bad dude. He's going to do something bad again. And it's like, no. I try my best not to listen to that thought process, because it's a wrong thought process to have, It's like, dude, they're a new person today than they were yesterday. Maybe give them a chance. You know what I mean? And that's been my mindset for a long time now. It's like, I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm done thinking people, if they've done me dirty in the past, that's just how it is, bro. His name's Tron? No, his name is Troy. Troy. But if they done me dirty in the past, that's the past. That isn't today. Which people really need to fucking just cut that shit together. And look, I get it. For certain things, real serious things, like shit that they would traumatize you for, they did something bad to a family member, something like that, I get your hatred. Alright? I get that. I get that resentment. But if you're resenting them over the smallest shit, get that shit the fuck out of here. You're better than that. You should be better than that. Anyway, you should be. Don't hold resentments over people, the smallest things, alright? I'm telling you, you'll go far with that. And maybe they'll be your new best friend. You don't know that shit, bro. You really don't. But which is why to all my enemies I've made in the past, I hope they're living really good lives now. And, all my enemies, all my semi-enemies, my rivals, my people, you know what I mean? All the people that I have negative experience with, I hope they're living the best possible versions of their lives. And I'm sorry that, the negative stuff happened, but I can't go back and change it. Fuck, do I feel bad for what I did in 9th grade? Yes and no, because, obviously some of those guys, because I remember Miss Kathy always had to try to find me all the fucking time. Every single day she would have to try and find me. I remember at a point in 9th grade, because this was quote unquote rebelling, but it was mainly because I didn't want to learn anything. I wasn't learning anything in high school. Still wasn't. And I even found out after high school that most of that knowledge was useless, because you mainly learn everything from books, like books about said thing, the knowledge you gain and the experiences you gain from said people and stuff like that, and what happens to you in life. That's where the real learning comes in and stuff like that. Sure, you'll learn some things like elementary, like the basics of math, science, history, so on and so forth. Those are important topics too, but like, you're not going to need that shit at 30 when you're trying to pay your own fucking house payment or your rent or whatever. Right? That just isn't going to fucking happen. But anyways, I'm going a little bit off the rails. But yeah, I've explained a lot of stories today in this vlog, because I kind of want to make this vlog a little different. You know what I mean? I'm so used to not doing story times. I used to do this all the time, but the story times would get a little bit too crazy. And that's why I'm kind of like, nah, maybe... you know what I mean? Maybe I should really dial it back with story times. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I didn't do them in so long, because I would get too into the story time, and then, I'd talk about stupid shit, shit that's not even involving the story, or I'd be on the story, but I would be way too into it, way too into, like, I want to go back in the past and blah, 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 blah. When it's just a story, you know what I mean? It's just something that happened to me in the past, and whatever. But I don't know if you guys enjoy story times in my vlogs, but yeah. But anyways, it is a beautiful day today. It is a beautiful day. I need to drink my fucking water. I haven't drank water this whole hour. Oh my god. Welcome back. Tactical Blade Never Dies. I was actually just about to end the stream, actually, because we've been vlogging for about an hour, 5 minutes. Because it's been 65 minutes and shit. Oh yeah, Pip, you're right there. Hey, girl. Me. But anyways, if I'm going to do Roblox on stream... Oh shit, my dog needs help. Hold on. Okay, I'm back now. Time to sleep. Bye-bye. Alright, bro. See you later. An hour? Nice stream. Hey, I'm just going to let you know, I'm probably going to be a bit getting into the stream. Alright. Nice dog. Yeah, I had to go help my dog real quick. Because my dog Snickers, he's kind of fucked up on his legs and shit. So he can't really move too much because a lot of gum infections. And it's kind of affecting his body now. So I have to carry him wherever he needs to go half the time, you know, because instead of him just dragging himself. So that's why I sometimes tell you, I say in stream sometimes, oh, my dog needs help, I'll be right back. So if you want to know why, that's why. Bro, jawline check? Yeah, jawline check. Hey. You know, something, I don't know why, but a lot of people commented on my jawline. By the way, I shaved, because I had hair a little bit right here. And I have hair a little bit right here. Not too much of it, but just right here, not growing into anything. So I just shaved it. I was thinking about shaving the stash. I really was thinking about shaving the stash. But I didn't because I was like, I know people like my mustache, and I'd kind of be not unrecognizable, but it'd just be like, what the fuck, Alan? You don't have a stash on you? You don't have any type of mustache? What happened to the stash? What happened to the legendary stash that you had? What's going on? Now it's been an hour 10 minutes, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna go stream Roblox right now, so like that way I can keep the content grind going, and possibly do that. I'm also gonna do again. I'm gonna remind y'all. Bro, name a car. Car? I got you. A Ferrari. A Mustang. A Jeep. A Hummer. Hold on, let me think of another one. Freaking Hokey Pokey. I'm just kidding. A Hokey Pokey is not a car, but we got like those Hondo cars, the Hondas. Check your Discord. I sent the memes channel on your Discord. Okay, I'll look at it right now. But yeah, remember guys, I'm gonna be playing Punch-Out Wii way later today on YouTube. Okay, all for edit or pick one. All for edit, pick one. Do an edit on a Mustang. Like a Mustang car. I don't know why, but I just thought of a Mustang and I was like, dude, do an edit on that. But remember, I'm doing Punch-Out Wii later today. So after like the first 2 streams are over, obviously take a break, give myself some time, you know, do other things. But when I come back for the 3rd stream, I'm going to be playing Punch-Out Wii again for the 2nd video. Yes, sir. Because I'm about to play this again. We're already at the World Circuit. So be ready for that. Will you do Lego Batman PS video after I eat food? No, because I don't have a second nunchuck because I broke my second nunchuck during my Wii Sports video. I broke one of my nunchucks, so now I only have one nunchuck. So me and Louie can't play together anymore on the game, even if I wanted to. So, hence why I haven't been playing it. But thank you for asking, though, so now people can kind of know if I'm going to play Lego Batman or not. But yeah, anyways, we're going to play Punch-Out Wii way later today. What the fuck, Snickers? What do you need? Hold on. See, sometimes Snickers will do shit like that. You know, he'll bark like really loudly. So that's when I really have to go over because he'll continue barking until someone helps him. You know, so that's why. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share the video with your friends. Thank you for watching this video as long as you guys did. Thank you for some of y'all for coming back to the video. Fucking remembering my ass. And I gotta make sure that PlayStation mic works just fine. I maybe have to get Chris at a party so we can test this thing. Because yesterday, the mic did so much shit the other day. But anyways, I'll see you guys in that Roblox stream when I make it. Peace. Man, these vlogs are so great to do, dude. Like, god damn.